Hi guys, my name is Eric Leon, and today I want to tell parents about why they shouldn't be really that concerned with signing their kids up on football when it comes to injuries, like head or shoulder injuries. So, I've been playing football since I was 5th grade, and some football players, it's a little late for them to start, but my parents didn't want me playing football because they were scared of me getting a concussion or getting paralyzed. I asked them if I could play football because I wanted to be just like my favorite football team, Cincinnati Bengals. I watched them through my whole childhood. I watched them nonstop for years. So I asked them, I was like, hey, can I play football? And they said, well, we don't want you playing tackle football because we don't want you getting hurt, but we'll sign you up for 7-on-7 and flag. So I did that for a few years, and I didn't really like it because I wanted to play full-on real football. So they tried to sign me up to other sports to get me out the mojo of wanting to play football, like basketball and soccer. And I played those sports. I like basketball. I still play basketball kind of to this day, but I really wanted to play football. So in 5th grade, they said, you know what, you can play football. And ever since then, it's changed my life. I mean, football has always been there for me, more than a lot of people, you know. And one thing I can always rely on is football to get me through a lot of hard times. And I love it. I mean, it's the love of my life. I mean, it's gotten me through a lot. So football, it also shaped me to becoming a better person too. I mean, without football, I don't know what kind of person I would have been, like, at all. So football teaches you how to work hard, how to always be on time, always, and be respectful to people older than you and people that are trying to help you out for the best, like coaches, teachers, or police officers and stuff like that. So, I mean, the first thing you learn in football is yes, sir, no, sir, and nothing else. Like sir or ma'am, always. That was the first thing I was taught. But anyways, no, parents are legitimately concerned about head injuries, paralyzation, concussions. Like, my parents are one of those parents, and it's a good point, you know, to be scared, but like, those are mainly freak accidents, and the way to avoid those freak accidents come down to three things. One, bad equipment. Bad equipment can set you up for failure a lot of the time. I mean, I wore a pretty bad helmet my first year, and I never got a concussion, but my parents had to buy extra padding because it was a pretty bad helmet. And the shoulder pads, you need good shoulder pads with good padding in it to keep you safe. So always do your research. I would suggest the Rhino Speedflex, but there's a bunch of helmets. Do your research. You can even rent them out. Get them in a certain color that you need and rent them out and then give them back because they are pretty expensive, but if you rent them out, it's a lot cheaper. So yeah, football equipment is really important. Safety is really important. It'll help you out a lot. It really will. So yeah, the second thing is good form. This is probably the most important thing and the main thing that gets kids concussions and these freak accident injuries because they're not playing good form football. They're not wrapping up, making a tackle and rolling. They're just going head in, trying to bang their head against the other kid's head, but will end up getting both kids hurt, and it's just all bad. So make sure you sit down with your kid and tell him or her that you need to wrap up. Look up YouTube videos on how to tackle properly without getting injured because there's a bunch of YouTube videos out there that will help you tackle properly, how to break a tackle properly, how to do everything properly, how to protect the football properly. So yeah, there's a bunch of things out there, how to block properly, everything. There's a bunch of YouTube videos out there that will help you, have good form. Good form is probably the most important thing. It'll get you through a lot. It'll probably get you an advantage over the other kids because then you'll be playing more because you'll know the good form and the other kids won't. So yeah, and it'll protect you and your opponent. So that kind of brings in also to my third point, good coaching. Try to find the best youth program that you can put your kid in that will help your kid, not only be competitive, but learn the fundamentals. Youth football is all about fundamentals. It's all about keeping everyone safe and wrapping up and making good tackles. The good coaches will help you, keep that good form at all times. They'll get mad when you don't get that good form and they have a chance of hurting someone. Bad coaches don't care how you tackle them, and they'll just say, hey, just make a play, get a tackle. I don't care how you do it, just get a tackle. And they'll just, or that's youth football at least. I mean, at my level, we don't really care. But that's my level, that's college. So youth football, it's really about fundamentals. It's really about keeping each other safe. So You want a coach that will teach your kid the best fundamentals, and the best fundamentals will always keep you way more safe. I mean, according to a study at Yale, a concussion only happens 5% of the time in a 10-game season. In a 10-game season, it only happens 5% of the time. And when it does happen, it's because of bad form and head-to-head contact hits. Head-to-head contact hits should never happen. That's why in the NFL, every time there is a head-to-head contact hit, it's always a 15-yard penalty, and that player has a chance to get ejected out the game for a personal foul. So, head-to-head hits should never happen, but youth football is not the NFL, so they're not really looking out for that. So, a lot of coaches have to be looking out for that, because that, like, according to the study at Yale, that it happens 5% of the time, and when it does happen, it's because of bad form. Bad form will set you up for failure. It really will. So, you never want to go head to head up with a kid. You never want to do that. So that's what you have to teach your kids. Football has a bunch of good benefits out of it. It changed my life. It really saved me. I mean, I used to really not care about how in shape I was or how skinny I was, or I really didn't care about that at all until I started getting into football. And football, and it also helps you shape yourself to become an overall better person or a better man, and how to provide. I mean, football, it for real saved my life. Like, no doubt, no joke. It got me through a lot of stuff. Football saved my life. So, parents should not stop their kids from letting them potentially finding something that they will love forever, and that they can eventually give back and become one of the coaches to help out kids to keep them safe as well. So, in conclusion, I'm saying, find the best equipment, do your research, find the best helmet that your kid likes and that's comfortable and will protect you. Always have good form, which is the most important one. Good form will keep you safe and will get you on the field. 3, find the best program, find the best coaches that will help you and develop you to become the best, safe, smart football player that you can possibly become. So those are the reasons why you should not be worried about signing your kid up when it comes to concussions or paralyzation. Thank you.